We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Surrender Labs. So glad to have everyone here. We're still working out our camera angle with all our technology, but we're still going live every week, 3 times a week. Very consistent. Where's your camera? The camera's right there.
Right there, there's the camera.
Oh, okay.
Aiming right about at you, Shelly. You're right in the middle. You're a star.
I'm a superstar.
Okay, let's get started tonight. What's that? Sure. Why don't we play a little tiny light sound while we're
I'll do that.
introducing. Okay, so tonight is not just average meditation where we just sit there and find the place between our thoughts. Now that we've been practicing that for a minute, we're going to take that skill and add upon it to get more dramatic results in our bodies. Thank you. So, here's how are you? Good to see you. Buddy, I'm no see.
So right now, let's start covering a little more sensitive. It's kind of letting go all the day.
Well, I'll do it.
That's exactly right.
Let me real quick, go ahead and get everybody started the time, but let me go tell everybody else when they walk, because I don't want to have to interrupt this. Right?
I'll just getting a little more sensitive. Hello, you two. Nice to meet you. Welcome.
If you want, you can use
Yeah,
it.
please. We have invitations. Yeah, it's fun.
Parts of it there. Are you guys going to bed? No, what's that?
All go around. So let's just we'll go Surrender Lab. So that's the Agitation on Wednesday. Tonight is all really about leaning into our edges. We really kind of define those as parts of your awareness that you may are uncomfortable with. And, when you come up into your awareness and kind of shy away from it. So we're kind of going into our own feelings, emotions that we normally kind of shy away from, because to really heal these kind of things, give them all the love and attention as they deserve. They're there for a reason. Tonight, we're going to be kind of going into a couple different things of self-healing. There's a lot of different ways to heal yourself. Stretching your body, twisting yourself up, or maybe just sitting in meditation, going into some, past trauma or something like that. It's all really just about what you need for yourself.
Let's get started by focusing on our breathing for a minute so we can get our awareness in one and sync with our breath. And then what we're going to do is, rather than just traditional meditation, we're taking the meditative practice and then we're going to move it into whole body movement. And the more slow you go, the more aware you are of every single kind of thing happening inside of you, the more advantageous it is. So the basic principles of meditation still apply, where we want to relax as much as possible first. So why don't we just relax into this and be kind of present for a second before we start getting into that too much. So ready to take your awareness to just your breath and just observe breathing, and rather than trying to breathe, just observe how every breath is coming in and out.
Yeah, probably.
It's okay. This is gonna be
all right. That's fine.
You should put it right in front of the camera.
Okay, so this is going to get really in a few minutes, guys, because we found out that when we're inside of ourselves, we can do anything we want. And we figured out that you can heal yourself. And I'll I'll say this again because it's just still so amazing to me. We recently decided to get brave enough to take this abscess underneath my tooth, and I wasn't going to go to the dentist. I was going to heal it myself. And it was 5 sleepless nights at first of me whether deciding whether I wanted to actually heal myself or not. But I've been learning the concept, so here I was going to take a dive into this. So I said, hey, I'm not going to do this by myself. Need help. So I said to Grandma, and I said to Brandy, hey, will you please help me heal this right now? And through a series of just meditative kind of things, this is what we're doing tonight, we healed this. I mean, it's gone, it's done. It's like it's been healed down for a while. And I didn't know that was a possible thing. I thought that when you had that happen, I thought, oh, I'm probably going to die here because it's so close to the brain and everything. But in all reality, we healed that. It's like magic. And there's all kinds of other parts of my body that I've been healing. So we know the concept is real. That's why we're bold enough to go live and just say, hey, if you want to heal any single part of your body, you can do that in any kind of a session, just like this.
Talk about what you did when you were in excruciating pain. But what did you do in that moment where you had all that fear and you were out with that? You didn't know what to do. What were the steps you took to? Because I know you were excruciating pain. You were on the floor and then died.
Right. And so the biggest thing I did was I decided that I was going to call out for help. I did. I just surrendered myself to the reality of it is what it is. Here we are right here. Now I'm not going to just be a me anymore. I know this place called we exists, and I'm going to be a we right now. I'm going to say, hey, please do this with me. And so right now we're just going to gain the skill because we already know how to meditate a little bit, right? So we're just going to gain the skill of going inside. Now that we've got inside, we're relaxed, our awareness is inside, and we focus on, we know how to be still. Now we take that awareness and we can just travel anywhere. So we're going to practice that stuff here for a minute first before we get to the edges. Where you just go back to your breathing and just get just really comfortable being right where we're at. Whatever body position you're in, doesn't matter. Just whatever's comfortable for you. Hey, if you close your eyes, this is easier. You might already have the ability to do it with your eyes open, but if you close your eyes and take your awareness to just the tip of your right index finger. So your awareness will be on the inside of you and just sensing whatever you sense in it. On the tip of your right index finger. Don't label it, just sense it. And as soon as you sense anything there, then allow your awareness to travel up that finger at the pace that you know that you can travel. Just stay aware of sensations without labeling anything. Keep your awareness moving very gradually, but at a pace you know you can comfortably move your awareness on the inside.
Now that we know how to control our awareness, take it where we want to take it, I want you to be sensitive to your own body. Feel the place that is screaming out the most to you right now for your attention. It could be anywhere. It could be a small dot, your whole arm, your whole body at the same time. Really just lean into the sensation. Stay with it. Allowing it to come to you. Take your awareness.
Try not to ever let any part of you be fixed. Any part where you're just identifying something as a label, you're trying to let go of any kind of labeling right now and just be traveling. with your awareness on the inside. Just a new, unique moment to get in touch with some new, unique aspect of yourself. If you're having any thoughts come to your head, there's a lot of different ways you can let those go. Use whatever techniques you already know. If you need help with that, just as fast as you're able to let go of that thought, take your awareness right back to where you want it to be. Traveling on your inside, not thinking.
Where do you want to go? Just go to the most natural place. Wherever you're feeling yes, don't be afraid of the what's likely the most comfortable position for you. Maybe even not the most comfortable position. Maybe you want to put in a stretch. You're doing some practice somewhere.
Which is what we're going to be doing here in a minute, is getting more involved with our bodies. No right or wrong way to do this. It's perfectly okay right where you are. Anything happening is okay. From the okay point is where we can now do new things. Everything's okay right here in the present moment. So where to be, what else to do right now? Taking care of ourselves. Resting our thinking brain.
It's fixed. Anything you think is fixed, once you get attention, watch how it changes.
Go ahead and extremely slowly, as slowly as you possibly can, in this most micro movement, just try to be aware of every single part of the movement. Put yourself, your body into a different position than it is right now. Just a position that you know that you're going to want to lean into some sort of an edge. Just moving into like, oh, I get that stretch in my head, my back, or whatever. But put yourself into a different position very, very, very slowly. Try to keep your awareness on the inside the whole time. if you become aware of a distraction, any kind of distraction at all, don't do that. You can say, don't do that. Okay, but listen, sorry. You become aware of any distraction at all, try to keep your awareness where you want it to be instead of on the distraction. So I'm going to purposefully try to distract us a little bit just to give us help with the skill. But over the whole entire time. Try to keep your awareness on the inside in the place that you want it to be at. Right now, take your awareness to your left big toe, the whole big toe, and just keep your awareness there on your big toe until you sense anything at all without labeling it. And then move that awareness as soon as you're aware over to your right big toe. And then play around with your toes, with your awareness right now. Keep your awareness on just your toes. Your awareness on just your toes. No matter what's happening, you can always have your awareness for you. Travel from your toes up to your fingers and play around the size of your awareness. You want it to be really small, you want it to be really big, you want it to cover your whole hand, you want it to be just a tiny little speck on the end of your fingers. Any kind of distraction, just take your awareness back where you want it. You're in charge. Take your awareness back to just your breathing. Just observe your in-breath and out-breath. Don't try to take a bigger breath. Just observe how your in-breath and out-breath each time are just a little tiny bit different. Anytime you find yourself thinking again, don't think as quickly as you're able to, just go right back to not thinking. Wipe that vanity eraser over that blackboard in front of you, whatever you use. Just let go, let go, let go. Into your awareness where you want it to go. Go ahead and very, very mindfully again, slowly now completely move your body into a completely different kind of position. Very mindfully try to be aware of every part of the movement. And put some stress on some sort of a part of your body. This, if you haven't got really melted out hips right now, this is an area that I like to actually focus on because of what it does for my body. There's a big, huge muscles on the inside of us that we don't bend very often. Because of that, we stay pretty disconnected in our bodies. So find that spot where you can put some real tension on something.
Once you put tension on something, you know, start to feel it like, oh, I can't hold this for any longer, it's getting too much. You know, really just surrender into that feeling. Once, you know, overly painful, probably not your reason. Just a little bit of tension. You know, allowing yourself to give that tension some love.
But enough tension that you can notice it.
Yeah.
You know, you're actually creating tension in an area, and you're taking your attention and your intention, and you're moving into that tension. So awareness of the breath makes us okay with everything, and then we can travel that right into the area by just creating tension. Practice moving your awareness around now from that tension spot. Now take your awareness to just your breathing first. Just observe your breathing, and then once you're aware that you're just really observing your breathing, then take your awareness and travel it somewhere else in your body. Practice a new spot. Go to a spot you haven't gone before with your awareness.
To play around, you know, getting stuck in one place, try to position something else. A lot of the time, you know, if you feel a tension in your shoulder or something, well, it very well may be that the tension's actually being held in your lower back.
So find now, really mindfully, slowly move your body into another position and try to now keep your awareness moving at a little bit of a faster pace than you have been going. But make sure that you can keep your awareness in check. Like you're always just observing rather than leading. So any part of what's happening on the inside of you right now, the awareness is on the inside. Any part that's happening, nothing wrong with it. We're just going there to give every single area on the inside of us some attention now. Areas that we might have been neglected. With so much external focus. Not try to go and explore an edge that you haven't ever found before. Something on the inside of you, a place that you haven't explored. Move your body into some sort of whole body tension, whether you're laying down, sitting up, standing up, any kind of way. Put yourself into a whole body, very light tension, but allow your whole body to feel like it's all connected as one thing. I didn't have this my whole life until recently, where I can have a whole body feel, but we got to connect it all through using our attention and then just intentionally taking it where we want our attention to be. So if you want your attention to be on everything, I like to stand up sometimes. There's a lot of so any position you're in. When I'm standing up and I sink myself down a little bit, I feel the weight down. I try to like feel my hips kind of like sink down. I feel my legs get strong right there. It's enough where it's not. Gotta make it so I can't do it very well. Do my whole body nice and tight and then try to increase the tension from the inside out. It's hard to describe at first, but when you get the hang of it, it's like super easy. You just do it naturally. Take your awareness to your core, and then from the inside out, let the tension make you aware that your legs are connected to each other, your arms are connected to each other, your arms are connected to your legs, your top half is connected to your bottom half. Whole body tension and connection is very key in learning the process of healing ourselves. Now play around with that tension and your breath. So now make your breath even bigger, like take a big deep breath with your nose and try to not just be taking a breath, but try to be matching that to your awareness and attention. Your awareness in the inside as much as possible. free to make that vibration if you want to one night. But as we go to be aware of our full insights and know that we're the ones that are controlling our presence. If you're having thoughts come, just as quickly as you're able, just go right back to observation with breath. Or anything that you know is makes it easy for you to go right back to awareness on the inside without thinking. We're not waiting anything, we're just sensing it, moving on. Even your awareness moving is key. It doesn't have to be fast, but moving it and having it move but not fit in one spot in a stagnant side takes when you not practice again taking your awareness and increase and decrease the size of it. No matter where you have it in your body, let it get bigger. Observe that whole entire process and let it get smaller. And then from there, try out with someone else and practice that same thing.
Surrendering deeper and deeper, more and more just where you are, where you want to be, and where you want to go. Again, very mindfully, very slowly, moving our bodies to new position. Something entirely different than strength of body. New different part of your body.
And if you're feeling brave, then full body connection is the peak.
Full body connection, full body awareness. Absolutely.
Create some whole body tension in some very unique way. You can also do this from, I don't even know how to say it here.
Body into a full body tension kind of posture. It's really great because it shows you all the different places you're holding tension on immediately. And when we use go and focus in those spots, that's the way we want.
Give yourself more tension than you've been giving yourself. Try to like create a really, really tight spot somewhere. And then let the rest of your body fold in on it. There's a bunch of different ways I could try to say that. You want to try to let your body fold in on itself from a really, really tight spot. You're just surrendering into, so you create the tension and you're aware of the fact that you're the one that is changing that tension as you go. Do your breathing through your nose, in and out, as much as you ever think about it. Big deep breath through your nostrils. When you fill up your lungs, do it more than you normally do. Go all the way to the very top. Fill up your lungs, not just up all the way, but once you get to the highest parts of your ribcage, then let it go out as well. Fill them up all the way. Big deep breath, the deepest you can possibly take, and hold it for 10 seconds, and it helps you focus where you want to take tension. And when you exhale, you practice that same thing, where you exhale more than you normally do. Create a vacuum in your stomach and make it like hard to even imagine not taking that breath real fast. Try to hold that for 10 seconds as well.
all the list, right, get work on ourselves. It's so interesting, that's it. Or a deep breath. Go even deeper. Really be what you want. You can do a good stretch. Be resisting, attentionless, relaxing in the most natural state. Always remembering to keep that full body connection, aware of everything. Lots of good stuff. Really just around itself, just adds more vibrations to the mix.
Start to say nice things to yourself, the kinds of things that you know would be helpful to yourself, the words that would be helpful. Just something simple, like I really do kind of like myself a little. I'm barely starting to learn to love myself. Or I am so proud of myself for taking care of myself and learning how to deal with stuff. I want to be there for everybody, whatever you really feel inside right now. Those words are powerful. How you change your life. You want to change anything in your life, you just change your words. We can do ourselves. We're in the process right this very moment of doing the great thing. And take your awareness to your throat and just only allow your throat to be noticed right now. Like try to take all your tension and everything and take it up to your throat area. Practice those same things you've been practicing in your throat area. Relax your neck, tense up your neck. Breathe slow head rolls. Do all you can to try to make that throat area just feel some love.